Good morning. This is the weekend update for Buy Sell Short for Monday, January 20th. Hope everyone's having an awesome holiday weekend. Of course, markets closed today on Monday, which gives us, an extra day to recharge the batteries after what has been just a phenomenal start to January in small cap stocks. It has just been absolutely on fire. I could spend the next 20 minutes just going over all the huge moves we've had just in the last week. But we've got a lot of things to go over right now. We're starting off with the Dow daily chart. And you can see the Dow has kind of lagged the move that we've seen in the Russell and the Dow transports over the last few days. And that actually reversed on Friday. We've got this nice little potential flag breakout brewing on the Dow daily chart. 16,600 is the level we are looking at for the breakout. Now, options expiration on Friday, so that could be part of the reason why we saw that big jump in volume as well. But the chart looks really good. I love when we've got potential breakouts setting up on either indices or on stock charts, that we see stochastics come down from overbought levels and then bounce around the 50 zone like we've seen here on the Dow daily chart. So things look pretty good for a bounce this week. We got European markets are down today, but that's probably a lot to do with the liquidity being gone from the U.S. markets. Deutsche Bank posted bad earnings, a surprise loss, so that had the European stocks down. But China's economic data came in slightly better than expected, so that's a positive sign for out there. Dow transports, last 2 days, we've got a little bit of a walk down, but, the transports really over the last year have just been in this stair-stepping move, bouncing solidly off either the 20-day exponential or the 50-day moving average. And, we should see a little bit of a bounce back on this one this week. Russell, similar situation here. This is the larger of the small cap stocks. I guess you would say we're trading the micro cap stocks have just absolutely been on fire right now, and that should continue into month end. 15-minute chart on the Dow, not really a whole lot of help, but you can see, again, we've got a trend line, possible trend line break around 16,500, and we've got stochastics in the basement and a pretty extreme negative MACD on the 15-minute chart that suggests we could see an opening pop on the market tomorrow. But anyway, let us jump into some stock plays. Now, you've heard all the talk about the flu. Bird flu, of course, and swine flu spreading around. The U.S. version of the flu this year has just been declared an epidemic. It is slowing down a little bit, but that's not uncommon given the weather that we have out there. The big news, of course, is the bird flu breakout that is occurring in Asia right now. Just continues to build every day. We just have news out this morning that in South Korea, bird flu has shown up. They are culling, i.e. killing 100,000 plus birds in the next few days. We've got more cases in China right now popping up. So this is probably the biggest bird flu type breakout that we've seen going back to 2009. That's the last time we really saw these flu stocks absolutely explode. Now, here we have a new trading alert that we sent out on Friday, APT. This is the only profitable play on the bird flu. These guys have great revenue numbers. They're also a housing recovery play, but whenever you see in Asia or in the U.S., nurses, doctors, people on the subways or whatever, wearing those face masks to protect themselves, this is what these guys make, infection control products. They are very profitable. The chart looks coiled for a big breakout here. We are about to get a positive MACD cross. The last two positive MACD crosses have resulted in very nice spikes in the stock chart, and the chart here looks great for a continuation move, especially with the hype that we are seeing out there right now on the bird flus. 230 lights this one up, and we need to go back and look at what happened the last time these stocks really exploded. Back in 2009, this stock went from 75 cents to $7. Actually, it ended up going to $8 over the course of 4 or 5 months. That is 1,000% return. The last time we saw a big bird flu epidemic, kind of like what we see developing right now. So these guys didn't even make money back then. They're very profitable right now. We've got a fat chart breakout here. This could be a very, very nice upside week for APT. Of course, our other players in the bird flu sector, HEB. Now, there was an excellent article out late on Friday that suggests from Kansas University that HEB may have a potential cure for the bird flu. Hopefully, we get a press release from HEB on that subject tomorrow or in the next day, because a PR like that coming out could absolutely blow this stock up. We added to our positions on Friday. We got a nice solid pop to 44 cents, but a long weekend we saw some profit taking into the close. This stair-stepper move, we've seen it happen many, many times before. Looking further out, if we look at what happened in 99 or 2009, the stock went from essentially 50 cents to $4 during the same period of time. And you'll recall last year, the stock went from 25 cents to $1. So this stock can go on huge moves when the sector momentum is out there. And that's what we're seeing right now. Again, here's what happened over the course of 2 months last year, where the stock went from 51 cents when the bird flu last year started to get some headlines. It tripled in the course of 3 or 4 days, retraded, and before you knew it, it was up here at 450. So big time momentum in these flu stocks right now. iBio is another one. We added to our position on this one on Friday. Very game stock, however. It's highly manipulated, but doesn't mean it won't get chased when the sector blows up like it is right now. The other flu chart that looks really, really nice is INO. We've got a triangle breakout looming here at the 260 area. Then we could be looking at 274 to 3 plus on this one. So we've got some very nice flu play setups. APT, of course, is my favorite. I love small cap profitable stocks right now. And HEB just looks awesome on the chart for a huge move. Biotech stocks, of course, continue to dominate the market. DCTH, 39. Well, actually, the real close was 38 cents on Thursday. They gamed this stock big time, shook everyone out. It didn't help that DCTH had to file their shareholder meeting notice. Shareholder meeting is February 24th. At that shareholder meeting, they are looking for authorization to do a potential reverse split later in the year. Doesn't mean they're going to do it right away. Remember, these guys got a NASDAQ extension. They have until June to get above $1. That is an eternity in small cap land. The shareholder meeting is February 24th. What is today? January 20th. The meeting is over a month away. If there is a reverse split authorization and they do decide to do that reverse split before the June timeframe, the earliest that it can occur is March. We are in January. It is not an issue. All those people who got shook out on Friday probably cursing themselves. Nice little seeking alpha out on that stock or on this stock today. Could light this baby up. We're looking for a move back to the 200-day moving average. This really is the last of the small biotech stocks not to absolutely blow up. And I think we're on the cusp of a very big move in this stock, hopefully this week. We've got two other nicely set up charts. CVM. Something is brewing on this stock. Maybe this will be our play. You recall on Friday we got a monster move on PBMD. Boom! Nothing like buying a stock and getting news the next day and hitting our target and blowing up. CVM is acting like it may do the same thing. A dollar break, especially if it comes on a press release, and we could be looking at a 50% plus upside move, especially the way some of these biotech stocks are moving right now. Now, one of my favorites going into this week, PTN. This biotech stock is so undervalued, it blows my mind. They have the female version of Viagra about to start phase 3 trials. That news is expected at any moment. They present at a conference on Tuesday. What a great time to release news of this sort. We have seen some biotech stocks in the last few days report that they were starting phase 1 and phase 2 trials, or starting trials in Belgium, and the stocks go up 30, 40, 50%. Imagine what this stock can do on news of starting a phase 3 trial in a multi-billion-dollar market. Any more positive news on this drug trial and this company will be taken out, in my opinion. absolute huge buyout target, especially in a very, very underserved market. Chart looks great. We had that huge spike last week, retrace, and what we've been seeing happening on these large biotech mover stocks, they romp, they retrace, and then they romp again. And most of the time, the secondary moves end up taking out the previous highs, which implies we've got some serious upside potential on this stock going into the next few days. HH, this is our play on insurance. Reread the email I sent out on that details, but we've got a very, very nice breakout looming on this stock. 60 cents is freedom here. Big volume pop on Wednesday and on Thursday, or Tuesday and Wednesday, and minuscule micro pullback on absolutely no volume the last 2 days. Stock is under accumulation. There are a few sellers in this stock. It's just, trades on Scamex, and these guys do a lot of manipulating, but when they let them go, they let them go big. HTM, US Geothermal, another profitable stock that is trading at a ridiculous valuation. I sent out my calculations of what I believe the revenue was for the current quarter that just ended based on the press release they gave us last week. I estimated $9+ million in revenue and the possibility of $4 million+ in profit. And this stock is trading at 50 cents. Crazy. Breakout, 51.5 cents. Then we're looking at a move to 61+. Chart looks great for a continuation move this week. FALC, this is one of our January popper plays that so far has almost, actually 50% mover almost from the alert at the middle of December. A re-add on the break on Friday at $1.50. Storage stocks have just absolutely on fire over the last few days. HILL has almost doubled. We've had QTM raise their guidance. On Thursday evening, IBM came out and said they were going to invest $1.2 billion in the cloud, i.e. storage. These are the last of the storage plays. Falcon Software, huge breakout, and we've got another big potential breakout looming this week. 178 to 180 break will give us a move to $2. So we are looking great on this little tech play. Now, if you've been watching the news over the weekend, the cybersecurity breach, credit card breach at Target just continues to grow and grow. And all we are hearing about is how this is the next big sector, and companies that are focused on it are going to be huge winners. Now, of course, the usual suspects you see talked about are Verifone, etc. But the companies I believe that will be the biggest winners will be companies like WaveX. WaveX has a couple of great angles going on right now. You recall we were playing the stocks based on the Google buyout of Nest, the Internet of Things, connected technologies. Samsung is also a very big player in that market, and one of the concerns that has been talked about the Internet of Things, about having your fridge and your cooktop, etc., all connected, is security. WaveX is Samsung's security, and what we're going to likely see happen with all these software breaches that are out there right now is we're going to see more and more of a move to security being put into hardware, and that is what WaveX does. WaveX, I could spend the next 20 minutes talking about this stock and the potential it has in the next year. That email I sent out on the trading alert last week is worth a review. Remember, the NSA is forcing all government security systems to go to a new security technology in 2015 based on what WaveX does. They are in the running for some large government contracts. They're also a play on the Internet of Things. They are also a cybersecurity play. These are all the buzzwords right now. This is a highly manipulated stock. It trades and makes you want to pull your hair out. But it is a stock we need to accumulate right now. Big pop on Friday, and as is always the case on this stock, moves up nicely on low volume. Volume comes in, they hammer it back down. Accumulate 95 cents and under, even $1 under, because I believe this one has at least 50% upside or more. We're just talking about 50% upside in the near term. This stock trades a lot like ETAC. Remember when we jumped into ETAC and it just would not freaking move, and it was going back and forth, wouldn't move. Finally got a big pop, looked like it was a bust out, and they gained the crap out of the stock. This is how WaveX trades as well. See this trajectory over the last couple of months? WaveX, in my opinion, is going to do the exact same thing. Lock and load is my opinion on this stock. IDN is our other security play. It is also a play on cybersecurity and also a play on the Internet of Things. Trades on the Scamex market, did a recent financing, and is profitable. Where will they start chasing the stock? Probably on the break of the 50-day moving average at 60 cents. Anywhere around this 50-cent zone, I would be looking to accumulate this stock. We've got RSI trying to break the 50 level. We've got stochastics in the basement. Hot sector right now. We've got two plays that could go 50 to 100% on the right press release in this current security-focused market. So these ones look great. Quick mention on RNN. Huge mover over the last few days, of course. Big retrace, financing move. I would not be surprised to see this stock put in another big move this week. 120 break, we could see a move back to 150 plus on it. Keep a strong watch on this stock. So that's it for the video, guys. We have some awesome setups going into tomorrow. I think we're going to see a big move in the flu stocks early this week. We've also got some very nice setups if we get some press releases out of some of our other biotech stocks that are set up. And that's what's been happening right now is these biotech stocks have been coiling. The chart has been telling us that news is coming on them. The news comes when they go boom. And we've got some nice setups like PTN, CVM, DCTH, as well as the flu plays. So looking really, really good going into this week. Have an awesome day off, guys. And see you in the chat room tomorrow. Bye.